What if I told you that Congress is pushing a new bill that could hand out over $1 million each to 8 U.S. senators while cutting healthcare and food assistance for struggling Americans? I know, it sounds wild, but that's exactly what Rep. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez just exploded about on the House floor. In a fiery one-minute speech, AOC accused her colleagues of trying to, quote, enrich themselves by stealing from the American people. According to her, this government funding bill would take money away from programs like SNAP and Medicaid and redirect it straight into the pockets of a handful of high-ranking lawmakers. She called it unconscionable, and honestly, looking at the numbers, it's hard not to see why so many people are furious right now. So, let's break down what's actually in this proposal. Reports suggest the bill would extend special financial benefits to just 8 senators. Yeah, only 8. While at the same time, quietly slashing federal assistance for low-income families. The trade-off? Millions of Americans could lose access to affordable healthcare and food support just so a few politicians can line their own pockets. AOC didn't just stop at criticizing the bill. She went on to defend working-class Americans across the country. She talked about the Affordable Care Act, not as some political talking point, but as a lifeline for people with cancer, diabetes, and other chronic conditions who need healthcare to survive. For her, this fight isn't just about dollars and cents. It's about what kind of country we want to be. Do you stand with the people or with politicians cashing in? And honestly, that message hit home for a lot of people, because at the end of the day, this isn't just about policy, it's about values. AOC taps straight into a growing frustration across America, that lawmakers seem more interested in helping themselves than doing what's right for the people who put them in office. When bills like this show up, it just confirms what so many already fear, that Washington works for Washington, not for the rest of us. Before we go any further, if you believe in holding politicians accountable and getting the real story behind these debates, smash that subscribe button right now. It really helps this channel reach more people who care about what's happening in Congress. Look, at the end of the day, what AOC delivered wasn't just another rant, it was a call to action. She challenged both Republicans and Democrats to reject corruption and fight for the people they represent. Whether you agree with her politics or not, her message was crystal clear. Public service should never be about personal gain. So stay tuned, because this fight is far from over, and I'll be breaking down every twist as it happens. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
From Massachusetts.
I inquire how many more speakers the gentlelady has, because she doesn't seem to have very many.
I believe we have one more, Mr. Speaker.
Okay. All right. We have several. Mr. Speaker,
great.
I yield 1 minute to the gentlewoman from New York, Ms. Ocasio-Cortez.
The gentlelady from New York is recognized for 1 minute.
It is great. It is great that Democrats have a line of people who are willing to fight for working-class Americans from coast to coast in this country, because God forbid that we have a member of the Republican caucus who stands up and actually wants to extend the Affordable Care Act so that people with cancer, insulin, and issues across all sorts of health care issues across this country have their health insurance protected and extended throughout 2026. It is unconscionable that what we are debating right now is legislation that will give 8 members of the United States Senate over $1 million apiece. And we are robbing people of their food assistance and of their health care to pay for it. How is this even on the floor? How can we, as members of Congress, Republican or Democrat, vote to enrich ourselves by stealing from the American people? That is what this legislation does. In fact, Senator Graham just went before the press earlier today saying he was going to seek well over $1 million from the American people from this. We cannot support it, and we cannot stand for it. Thank you.
The gentlelady's time has expired.